Hello, hello, October Daily friends. It is past October officially. It is the 2nd of November. And here we are. I didn't mean for me to get, or for myself to get this far behind, but it happens, and we are doing a catch up. I'm pretty far behind. I know there's a lot of people that are behind, but I'm on day 17. I'm pretty proud that I'm even on day 17 because I sat down the last time you've seen a video and knocked out a few. So, hey, it is what it is. We're going to try and keep things as simple as we can possibly keep them to get them done. And try and knock out a few. So, what I am doing right now is cutting out pictures for day 18. Yes, day 18. No, 17. Sorry, date 17. And this is going to kind of be a combination of two events. So we had back-to-back weekends where my oldest had baseball tournaments, which really probably was what took up a lot of my time. Because I didn't get the weekends to get my project done like I thought I was going to. His tournaments ended up being all day, like the whole weekend, and exhausting us. So, I didn't expect that. So, it is what it is. The next one I'm cutting right now is going to be a use of a foundation page, even though I'm changing it up quite a bit, but I'm going to use the foundation of that foundation page, if that makes sense. And gonna make a pocket of us doing scary drawings. So here's his. Unfortunately, he ended up spilling something on it, but we saved it. And then here's mine. He loves doing, what is it, YouTube or art YouTube Kids or something like that. I don't know. It's a big, it's like Art Hub or something, I think it's called. He loves doing those things. We did them so much through quarantine. He has them all over his room. He has mine and his all over his room. So yeah. So those are the two pages that we're going to get done. And actually, I think this is day 21, but it was the next thing. I have to figure out some filler pages between day 7, so for 18, 19, and I guess 20. Because like I said, I think this is 21. Either it's 20 or 21. So that is where we're going to go from here. We are working, let's show you. That's what this, so we're going to use at the beginning. When I made this foundation page, this is how I made it. It was going to be actually like our favorite candies, or I was going to turn this into my favorite adult drink. And I just haven't gotten to that yet. It might be a filler page still, but this is now going to hold this story. So gonna get that taken care of. 20, I think, is going to be when we did like a haunted mansion. Okay, yeah, and that's gonna be another foundation page. But let's get this fall ball one done and out of the way. It's gonna be a simple one. It is gonna be the other side of this. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna go reprint this ledger paper to make this more cohesive. Actually, I am going to do that because I didn't even know. And I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna carry this onto this page to make it cohesive and put the 3 pictures down, right fall ball up the side, and get that done. So let's do that.
Alright guys, so this page is going to come together quite quickly, as you're going to see. I will kind of adjust this and try and figure it out, check a million times to make sure where the holes are going to go on this page, but yeah, I am definitely trying to figure out, and you're going to see that I have to cut down these pictures even further. So I have to take the white border off of them and everything because I just printed them out just a little bit too big for the stamp that I end up choosing. But that's okay. So here I am just chopping down everything. It is what it is. This page is just going to be a simple, they ended up making it to the championship. Both games won one championship and lost in the championship of the other game. But they played hard and through about 38-degree weather in that second one. So against a very, very good team. So we were pretty proud of them. So yeah, so that's what I did. And I just put a picture of my oldest, in the middle, or a picture of my oldest in the middle there, to signify that it was his team and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, from here, I am just going to pull out some stamps, figure out what I'm going to use. I end up choosing the new stamp for Daily December, for December Daily. I don't know why I say Daily December. Anyways, December Daily. I just think that one actually fits. I don't know how it's going to I know that in December Daily, that is the font on top of all the things. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to make it look so Christmassy. But anyway, so like I said in the beginning, I wanted to make these 2 pages more cohesive. And I used this like ripped type, technique at the top and the bottom of my other page. So, and we have that magnificent hole there because they are 6x6 page protectors or pages. And you see in every page that I'm constantly punching a hole and putting that little piece of paper back. So I also could not find the same orange paper that was on the other one, but I just used the same other orange paper. So I think it flows pretty well. But that is something that I have been trying to do a little bit more at the end of this, because I was complaining about it in the beginning that when I would have 2 spreads, they just weren't as cohesive as I would like them to be. Because I was doing them as separate pages type thing. So here you are seeing me trying to make that look a little bit more together. I don't know. It didn't fit up there, but we made it happen. So, all right. So top and bottom, that looks perfect. On the other side, now we are going to stamp out just fall ball. Again, I'm trying to get through these spreads, and I am happy to say now I am through day 22. So, and I have the rest of them planned, I believe, other than for trick-or-treating. So hopefully we will have this done and I can finish this up by the mid-November. Unfortunately, I don't believe that I'm going to get to Thankful 30. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So we'll deal with that later. So here we go. Typing that or stamping that out. I actually use the Close to My Heart Autumn Terracotta. It's a new orange that I got, and I like this one just as much as I like Sunset is the other orange. This one was just a little bit deeper. So again, to kind of make these 2 cohesive, I put those phrase stickers because they were at the bottom of day 16, whatever that thing is. So now they are fitting pretty perfectly, and we're going to put those down. And that will be pretty much the end of this spread. So we are going to move right along to the next one. This one's going to be a little bit more labor intensive. I ended up making a pocket page in my foundations page for another tag, but we are going to repurpose this a little bit. As you can see, there it is right there with that orange. I just used a piece of vellum and sewed over it. So finally, I am using some of my foundation pages that I made back in September. But all right, so this is going to be just like a accordion flip out of my son sitting down and doing some art. I think I mentioned it before that during quarantine we found Art Hub for Kids, I think is what it's called. It's like a dad that draws with his kids. It's pretty cool. And kind of breaks it all down and it's pretty cool. So he loves doing these. He has them plastered all over his room from quarantine. We haven't done one in a while, so he thought he was really kind of into this. So we always sit down and do it together. So I saved both of mine and his and took a couple pictures of him doing it. He asked me, why didn't I take a picture of myself doing it? I was like, I don't know. Nobody ever takes pictures of mom, right? So yeah, I'm just going to make an accordion flip out. This does, sometimes accordion flip outs get me confused a little bit. Plus, I was dealing with this weird shape of this, but it all ends up working out. And I just make, you see me cutting just regular copy paper right there for the flip outs. So, yeah, I just always am like going back and forth with like which way to flip it and, trying to get it lined up and all of that good stuff. So I'll let you kind of sit here and watch this process. And oh yeah, watch that bone folder because they are ruthless on copy paper. It ripped right through some of them, but it works. So Alright, so we're coming down to the end of this accordion, and like I said, I struggled with it a little bit, but I ended up getting it. I do end up going through and just cutting off those little tabs that you see. I also, at the another day, I was done at the end of I think this was like 10 o'clock at night, go and use one of the Stories by the Month journaling cards, and on the back of this accordion flip for a little bit of journaling. And you will see at the end, I will show you the final because I just another day stamped on the front of this spooky drawings and put a number 19 on the front. So thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you are new, and I would love a thumbs up. See you in the next one.